You are tuned in to Nerd Overload, your weekly show for video games, movies, TV shows, comics, tech news, and more.
Sponsored in part by Replays, Gameware, Movies, and More, and Creative Foundations, employing individuals with disabilities.
Now your hosts, Sam Dunham, Cody Pinnick, Samantha Cross, and Josh Harrison.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture show that asks the question, are you a squid or are you a kid? I'm Josh.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Cody.
We have a great show for you. Thanks again for tuning in. Before we get into the news, as always, we're going to be going into what we've been checking out.
I started watching a new anime series. Well, it's not necessarily new, but new to me.
Okay.
Tiger and Bunny.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
actually heard of that one.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of merchandise and stuff for it online, but I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'll watch it.
Like Iron Man, kind of.
Yes.
Like
Suits,
only
two of them are.
Okay.
Basically, it's a world where you have this city, and you basically have mutants, kind of.
Uh-huh.
You have people who start to develop powers. They're called Nexts. And in this city, they have superheroes that protect the city, but they're all part of, they're all sponsored.
Oh, okay.
So they all have, logos all over their costumes. Like this one girl, Blue Rose, has a Pepsi Next on her outfit.
Oh, nice.
And then Bunny, his name's Barnaby, but his partner Tiger keeps calling him Bunny because he's got these weird ear things on his helmet, and he hates it. But he's got a big Bandai logo across his chest. And Tiger has a SH Figure Arts on his shoulder.
Jeez, well that's one way to get a sponsorship for the show.
I know, but apparently in the show, all these superheroes are sponsored and that they get paid.
Right.
They're also part of this thing called Hero TV, and basically you have this TV channel that follows them around and films them doing superhero stuff, and they get directions from the producer and stuff. Wait a second, we have a commercial. Arrest him when we come back, kind of stuff.
Geez.
Yeah, and they score points for arrests and different heroic things, and at the end of the season, one is crowned the King of Heroes. But you have Tiger and Bunny, who they're partners, and they hate each other. Wild Tiger is actually his name. It seems like some people know who they are. Everybody knows who Barnaby is because he very much pulls an Iron Man and goes, "I'm Barnaby, and I'm a superhero." On TV.
Right.
But everyone else, it's more like they know each other. They're all friends, but they all work for different companies, and their various parents and stuff know. Blue Rose is actually kind of young. She's in high school.
Oh, okay.
And her parents know that she's a superhero. And then Wild Tiger's mom watches his daughter. And he's the oldest one of them all. They keep making jokes that he's old because he's been a hero for 15 years, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of different. It's I don't know. I like it. The point where I am now, we're actually getting into the meat of an actual story. Things are happening. There's some kind of overwhelming evil organization or something that they just started getting into.
Okay, it definitely sounds unique. I mean,
yeah.
It's definitely a different take on the corporate superhero type stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's different.
You don't see a lot of anime that's legitimately about superheroes.
Oh, also, it's in America.
Huh.
It's a city. It's a fake city, but it's called Stern City or something like that. But they have close-ups of their money, and it's American dollars.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
is it commentary on the capitalist nature of American society?
Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of sounds like it, actually.
But look at Japan. Japan's pretty darn corporate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't. I'll finish it out. I mean, it's interesting enough that it pulls me.
I might check it out. It sounds cool. Sounds different.
Yeah.
And Hulu's got it in dub.
Nice. They don't have anything in dub.
Pretty much, I know.
I've been playing Splatoon, which is probably about what you expected.
Awesome.
But it is fantastic. It's even better than I thought it would be. It's such a fresh take on multiplayer shooting games that it's fun. It's fun if you're not even doing well. Because you always have a goal. You're always painting the ground. You're always contributing, even if you can't make a kill shot or whatever. You always have something to be doing.
Right. Did you eventually get onto multiplayer, online?
Yeah, it turns out my router was not working with it.
Ah, gotcha.
It wouldn't let me connect to online matches, but I bought a new router, now it works fine.
Gotcha.
Which, I'm like, it can't be the servers because no one else is having problems.
I just want to spray colored ink all over the ground.
Yeah. I mean, the multiplayer's good, the single player's fun, it's
The
a great
social
game.
hub.
Yeah, the community that sprung up around it of different weird squid drawings and SpongeBob references is pretty hilarious.
Yeah. I heard Nintendo was having a little bit of trouble with people using the Miiverse, like, drawing things to put, like, swear words and not kid-appropriate stuff on there from time to time.
Yeah, anytime a new game comes out that does really good, they have to fight people on Miiverse.
The trolls.
Yeah.
That sucks, you know? I mean, why can't you just have a game for kids to enjoy without any of that other garbage?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that already doesn't have voice chat for that reason.
Yeah, very true.
Which I've never I don't miss. It's fine without it. I mean, it's pretty... You don't have to coordinate strategy when you can look at a map and see where everyone is and then tap them on the map and go right to where they are.
Oh, there you go.
Like, you don't really need it.
Yeah.
Oh, the more I see about it, and the more like we talk about it and stuff, it makes me less and less self-control of reaching for my credit card.
It's worth it.
Cool. Now, have you gotten the DLC Nintendo Zapper yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just buy it in the store. It's not even hard to get.
Oh, nice.
I heard there's an orange one coming out too.
Yeah, I hope so, because that'll look really cool.
Cool.
Man, do you think the Super Scope will come out as like a special weapon or
Oh,
something?
I hope so.
Oh, I bet.
It'd make a good charger weapon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because the Zapper's the rapid fire, just throws ink everywhere. But
I heard it's really good on ink consumption.
yeah, and the range is terrible.
Sounds like my kind of game.
Well, very cool. Well, I've actually been playing a little bit of a game as well. Lego Worlds had an early release on Steam.
A surprise earlier. It
Yeah,
just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. And, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's just basically Minecraft with Legos, kind of. There's not as many, like, dungeons to, like, dig through or anything like that yet, but I have a feeling it's coming.
Yeah, it's going to be better than Minecraft.
It
already feels like it's going to be better than Minecraft.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. And, I mean, it was pretty inexpensive. That's why I jumped on now instead of waiting till the whole full game was out, because...
It'll probably be twice as much when it comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
I have to say, I was in the early Minecraft beta, and I think I bought it for like $12 or $15.
Yeah.
Wow, then you got it for about half price then.
Yeah, because it's now $30, isn't it?
25 or 30.
Yeah,
like, the
I
full
got
game.
it when it was in beta too.
But no, it's a lot of fun, and it's interesting how you unlock different parts and different like vehicles and animals to ride and stuff like that. Like you have to interact with like a random NPC of that person to get, and it unlocks the option to buy, like with in-game brick
You
credit.
still have to earn your unlocks like you would in Minecraft, but it's done in such a more streamlined way than like you don't have to punch trees for an hour.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I'm having a blast just running around on like various animals or like vehicles, just running around the landscape. It's great. Like just running around on the back of like a bear or something.
Have you built anything yet?
I've used the thing that you do a lot of pre-built stuff, but I haven't actually tried to sit down and build like brick by brick something. See, I use the Xbox controller, and it's not very conducive to like brick by brick building with that thing. I'm gonna have to dig in a little deeper with that.
It's a little more complicated building than Minecraft because you got all those different blocks to choose from and a lot more freedom, but also it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah.
I'll say I remember in my Minecraft heydays of playing it a lot, I would sit there and I would start doing something, and then like 6 hours later I'd be done. I'm like, where did the time go?
Yeah, well, I kind of did that the other day. I had a little bit of time. I was going to write some stuff for the website, and next thing I knew, it was 3 hours later, and I had to get ready for work.
Minecraft is Duplos compared to this.
It is, yeah.
But the exploration aspect is just fun. Just going out into these randomly generated worlds and seeing what you can find.
Yeah.
And then all your gear holds per character. So if in one world, if you find a treasure chest with dynamite in it, you'll have that dynamite
You'll
in
just
another
have it
world.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Although there's still a ton of stuff that doesn't work because it's early access, but that's to be expected.
Yeah. Like, what kind of stuff hasn't worked? I ran into a pretty serious bug where I unlocked too many things at once. I, cashed in all of my, brick coin things, and it...
Studs,
whatever, yeah. And it pretty well just killed my computer.
Yeah, if I fly up too high in any flying vehicle, my computer just grinds to a halt.
Yeah.
There's no water stuff yet. You can't go underwater.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And there's no cave systems yet.
And there's no, randomly generated towns. I was kind of hoping there'd be something like that pop up every now and then.
kind of like the villages in Minecraft.
Kind of, yeah.
They're coming, just not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that it's all
Some
very
of-
close to the pipeline.
Some of the tools just don't do anything like that. There's binoculars that
And they
don't
just-
work.
They just look.
Yeah.
They're just there.
And a shield.
Yeah, although I found that the ones that don't work, you can actually, if you equip a weapon first and then the binoculars, you walk around with binoculars until you go to, shoot your gun or something, and they, switch back and forth.
So it kind of looks like a decoration for now.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's fun. I mean, I almost always have buyer's remorse when it comes to, purchasing games or something. I don't have that with this one because it's just fun. It's something you can just hop in for about 20 minutes or something and just
A time killer.
Yeah, it's a time killer, exactly. And you know what? I think we actually all have one big check it out that we can talk about here.
Oh,
yeah. Like we said last week, we made the trek out to Schaumburg, Illinois,
A suburb of Chicago.
Yes, for the Nintendo World Championship preliminaries.
It was a trek, also.
Oh man,
man.
yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah,
There
it was
and
a
back.
drive.
Yeah.
It was a drive.
Yep.
There wasn't so bad, but back, man,
Back was rough.
that was grueling.
Yeah, well, we made the mistake of going all in one day.
Yeah.
I think we probably should have crashed out somewhere for a few hours or something because, yeah, we were all just dead tired by the time we were out. Well, we were all awake for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, but okay, so enough about the drive there and back. How was the actual tournament?
Wet.
Yeah.
It rained all day.
Yeah, we stood out in line in front of a Best Buy for 4 hours in the rain.
Yeah.
Longer than 4 hours.
Was it longer than 4?
Yeah, we got there at 5.
We got there at 5:30 in the morning.
And we started at 10.
They started letting people in at 10.
Yeah.
So and we stood in line for another about half hour. So yeah, about 5. I'd say about 5 hours.
Yeah.
We stood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stood in line for 5 hours to play NES Remix Championship
For 6
Edition.
minutes.
For 6 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
We stood in line, and then we went inside and stood in another line.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, all griping aside, and it was definitely a good experience.
It was fun, yeah.
I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And you know what? It seemed like the people that were around us in line were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Everybody being cool Nintendo bros.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And
Nintendo
Lady Bros.
And
Yeah.
and Lady Bros.
Yep.
And then the fact that we got in that article, our pictures got in
Oh,
that
that
article.
other website's
Yeah.
article. Yeah. Yeah. Or at least the back of my head.
Well, it was more like your side profile.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely had a good shot.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad I wore my Captain N costume. That was a good choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
your Nintendo Power Glove.
Yep. Well, hey, you know what?
Playing with power.
Whatever helps. But
I mean, I'm glad I didn't do terrible. I didn't do great, but I didn't do terrible.
I'm pretty happy with how I did. I got 900,000 some.
oh, I totally whiffed it.
I did worse than you.
I mean, my score wasn't too bad, but I mean, playing the game, I totally screwed up.
Oh yeah,
at one
I
point.
died in Mario 3, and I was like, oh come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the contest was you play Mario 1 till you get 50 coins. Then it moves on to Mario 3, which you play till you get 25 coins. And then whatever time you have left, you rack up points in Dr. Mario.
Yeah, yeah. And I the Mario 3 level, there's a section where you can get all these coins, and I missed it by 1. I got 24 out of the 25 and had to finish out the level and waste time getting to the next one. It was, yeah. I totally bombed it.
You could have hit that P. Did you hit the P block?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you could have did that.
I probably could have done that. Yeah.
I went to go get the coins in Mario 3, and I jumped and missed something, and I fell into a pit.
Oh man, and I waste so much time.
I
too.
know.
You got to go back to the map screen and everything.
Oh, yeah. And then I got into Dr. Mario, and I was rocking pretty good for like a second, and then I had nothing but blue viruses, and I couldn't get blue pills to save my life.
Oh yeah, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, the biggest thing I did was I threw down a wrong color on a wrong color virus, and it took some of my time, but
To fix it, yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad I did better than the guy next to me, and he was wearing that Wii championship jacket.
Oh yeah,
And I was like, oh, yes, thank you.
The high score when we left was like 1,900,000.
it went over 2 million from what I heard.
It did?
So, it was like 2,100,000 by the end. So I mean, it was pretty close.
Yeah, I mean the world record is like 4 million some, so it was.
Oh yeah.
It would have been doable if I would have practiced my butt off forever. I probably.
Oh sure, if I had 6 months to practice, and,
Yeah.
like, that's all I did.
Like
yeah,
everyone
I
else
probably
in line was doing while we were there.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were the only ones not practicing profusely in line. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some guy was playing Mega Man.
oh,
I kept hearing the Mega Man die music.
I think that was his ringtone. On
Oh,
his
really?
phone. Yeah.
Okay. And the fact that the car next to us in the parking lot had the vanity plate Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the guy that won.
Probably.
I know I follow the Columbus Retro Gaming League on Facebook, and they had some of those guys were there.
Oh really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
They had the highest score at one point.
Oh wow. Yeah, see, I'm glad we got there when we did. You know, I mean, it was stupid early in the morning, but we ended up, 35, 36, and 37th in line.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when we left, the line was wrapped around the building.
It was ridiculous.
It was bad.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had time to do anything else and would have got home at 3 in the morning if we hadn't have got there as early as we did.
Yeah,
This
right.
is true. And we did get to kind of see the town a little bit. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go to level 257, which is like a Namco Bandai Pac-Man theme restaurant
Yeah,
and bowling alley
that was interesting.
and arcade.
The food was so good.
It was
Yeah,
really good.
It was good. It was good.
And it's surprisingly really fancy inside for being a video game themed restaurant.
Yeah, it was fancy.
Yeah, I felt really underdressed.
Oh, I know. Like the bartender was like in bow tie and vest.
Well,
and
like all the employees were dressed real nice, but nobody else in the restaurant was.
I guess that's true.
it is
swanky.
attached to a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was swanky. It was
Yeah, oh, yeah.
fantastic.
It's definitely.
Yeah,
But all the customers were just regular folks in regular clothes.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's a bowling alley on two sides.
True.
It's really interesting design, and like it had a huge gift shop full of stuff and
So much Pac-Man
Oh,
stuff.
that
Oh,
Pac-Man. Yeah.
Pac-Man designer bags.
Yeah.
That $35,000 wristwatch.
With a piece of moon rock on the back. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
like space shuttle metal parts with moon rock in it.
Yeah.
And also Pac-Man.
Yeah, and Pac-Man.
There's a Pac-Man wall clock on the wall that was signed by Billy Mitchell.
Oh yeah, the champion.
I think he's got the high
Yeah.
score in Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was like a Pac-Man cuckoo clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the mall itself was really interesting too, like design wise.
It was a really nice mall.
Yeah.
And it was just big. It was like 3 levels with catwalks and stairs everywhere. I only found one set of escalators.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And it was weird because I was like the levels were staggered a little bit. So
Yeah.
you'd look across and you'd see the bottom half of one level and the top half of another. It
Yeah.
was just kind of
It was the MC Escher of malls.
yeah right.
And unlike malls like around here, there were no empty storefronts anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it was packed.
We found an FYE. I thought we went back in time.
And a PacSun.
And a PacSun. Yeah. Could have got some sweet shades.
Some skater tees.
There we go.
Yeah. Even though I don't skateboard.
Yeah.
And the anime store.
Hello Anime.
Hello
yeah.
Anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of anime plushes. And
Basically.
Gundam models.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unique. I'd
Oh, yeah.
never seen anything like that.
Oh no,
Very cool.
it was really cool. And
Yeah.
I can't wait for us to go back to Chi-Town for other events.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Now that we know it's doable.
yes.
Kind of.
Yes, and I found out from a girl that I work with that a train runs from Toledo to Chicago. But she told me it's like $100
Oh,
for
geez.
a round trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez. Well, you know what?
No thanks.
Our round trip ended up costing us $70 because that's 2 fill-ups. Is what
Yeah,
it took.
2 Phillips of gas, and it's just the fact that on the train you can sleep.
Well, yeah, yeah.
I didn't spend nearly as much money as I thought on the whole trip.
Oh, same
too.
here. Yeah, I didn't. Well, other than the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about $15 in food.
Yeah.
Which was moderately priced at that Pac-Man place.
Yeah,
it
was $11 for my meal and like $4 for my Pac-Man shaped cookie.
Oh, God, yeah. That was kind of a rip, the $4 cookies.
Yeah.
It was like $2 a cookie. You get 2 cookies.
Yeah.
For generic sugar cookie.
Yeah.
The one thing about the Nintendo World Championship qualifiers, I thought they would make a bigger deal out of it.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, they put a table in a Best Buy. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was kind of underwhelming in that regard.
It was a little bit, yeah. I agree with that, sure.
I was hoping I'd have an opportunity to buy a shirt or something, something.
Yeah, some swag other than like posters.
The free posters we got.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the championship posters.
Yep. And our gold Nintendo bracelets.
And our gold Nintendo bracelets, yeah. But
which essentially were just gold medical bracelets with Nintendo logos on it.
Pretty much. But I mean, a lot of the other stuff, they were just like leftovers from
pre-ordered junk.
Other pre-order stuff that they had. That was kind of janky. But you know what? That's okay. You know what? It didn't cost us anything to enter. So
this is true.
It was worth it for the experience.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm sure the 8 who get to go to E3 in LA and actually participate in a tournament against each other is probably going to be a lot bigger of a fanfare.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
They're living the wizard is what they're doing.
Yeah. And I'm really interested to see what the final game is going to be that they choose for them to do, because they're not going to do the same qualifier again.
No,
I doubt.
They've already said the original Zelda is going to be involved in some way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. Interesting.
How lost in the Lost Woods can you get?
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I'll bet it's get so many rupees as quick as you can.
Probably. But no, it was a very much an experience. I enjoyed it. It was really good.
I'm glad. Like I said, I was glad we did it.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a video.
Yeah. I still need to edit together a video, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. Not really so much, pictures of, the thing itself or anything like that, but like just our experience.
Yeah, documenting our journey.
Our descent into madness.
Yeah.
Rain-soaked madness.
Yeah. Other people were smart. They had, like, tents.
Yeah,
they
had tents, and yeah.
Also, people were also really forgiving of people who got out of line to go do other stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was more expecting people to be a little more harsher about it.
Yeah, like where I had to walk 2 miles to hit the restroom.
Yeah.
At one point.
That was pretty rough.
That was, I had to, soaked head to toe in a Captain N costume with a power glove, walking 2 miles to a car dealership across a highway so that I could use a restroom at, 8 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah, because the Best Buy didn't open this doors till 10.
Yeah.
That was another thing. I wish the Best Buy, they should have known a lot of people were going to show up, and probably early.
Yeah.
I wish at least somebody would have been there to maybe let us in out of the rain to use the bathroom.
Oh, it could have been done a lot better. They could have opened up an hour early just for the contestants so that they could have gotten them all. Because, you know what, there were people in the store trying to buy stuff, getting around the lines and everything.
Yeah.
It was cumbersome for everyone. If they would have opened up an hour early, they could have just gotten everyone in and out, or at least the bulk of them in and out, so that they would do better. They could have also had someone there passing out tickets saying, hey, you were in line, this is your number. That way you can go, sit in your car and get out of the rain, or you can go to a Denny's and get something to eat while you're waiting.
Yeah,
They could have really done a better job facilitating the thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a running theme with Nintendo lately, where they're like, we didn't know everybody was going to like this.
Oh,
it's like Amiibos.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
right.
Whatever, Nintendo, you knew. You
Yeah.
knew. I was really jealous of the guy who slept in his car.
Oh yeah, that guy behind us. Yeah, had his two buddies stand behind us, and then he at 9 a.m. rolled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was man.
Yeah.
I was so tired.
I actually watched the video. That guy was interviewed by Nintendo News.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, we somehow missed being interviewed by Nintendo News by 5 minutes.
Oh,
that would have been great.
You'd think, as the guy who was dressed as Captain N, you would have got...
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people said, "Hey, look, it's Captain N." Even one YouTuber, I forget what Twitch player, took a picture with me, but no one was asking questions or wanted to interview or anything like that. It's kind of
Oh,
not that that's what I was expecting, but
what about that YouTube guy from Chicago?
Oh yeah, that Abdallah guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
He had a kid take a quiz, a Nintendo quiz, and then gave him as a prize a Splatoon hat and then as soon as the camera went off, he took the Splatoon hat away.
Yeah.
How wrong is that?
That was
Yeah.
kind of weird. That was kind of weird.
Classy dude.
Yeah.
But, I've been following I started following him on YouTube, just kind of see what some of his videos were. And, they're okay. I mean, they're just like Let's Plays. But he has a face cam, so you can see his face while he is playing the game.
Like a lot of Let's Players.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I wouldn't do that. If
No.
I did, I wouldn't bother.
Oh, same here. No one wants to see my mug.
Yeah.
It's bad enough they're hearing my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is the reason why we're on the radio.
We all have faces for radio.
Hey, I'm adorable.
But no, it was really fun. I'm glad we went. And if we do that again, I hope they do it next year.
Yeah, me too.
Or something
I'd do it
similar.
again.
I mean, it would be nice if they did something closer to Ohio.
Yeah.
But,
I know, right?
Whatever. If we do that again, we're definitely, making it a 2-day
Yeah.
2-day jam.
Yeah. I mean, I did all the driving.
Yeah. Well, we
I know.
offered.
I'm not.
Multiple times.
I know.
dude.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not griping. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say, it would have been nice to sleep.
Oh yeah, they're in that last stretch.
It was
we
getting-
took to just reading random things off our phones.
Yeah.
To try to keep ourselves awake.
And the fact that the rain was so heavy coming back,
Oh
Yeah.
and it
that
was
bad.
dark. I mean, by the time we got to Upper Sandusky is when it really started hitting me.
Yeah, no,
Oh man.
yeah. That's when Happy Josh went away.
Yeah. That's when Angry Josh started coming
there was
out.
a turn. There's a definite turn.
Well, it was getting hard to see.
Yeah.
And then, oh god, construction everywhere.
Everywhere.
What is up with this country?
All the time.
And all I saw was
Sound like a conservative radio host. What is up with this country?
listen up, America. You need to put the orange barrels away. The government's taking away our roads.
Well, if they had better funding for our infrastructure, then this wouldn't be an issue.
Okay. Let's steer away from all that.
But when you don't adjust the gas tax for inflation,
All right. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and take a break, and after a little music, we'll be right back.
Nerd Overload is brought to you in part by Replays, Gameware, Movies, and more. Replays is the place for all your gaming needs, from retro up through current-gen systems and accessories. They even have a free customer rewards program. Mount Vernon Avenue, Marion, across from the Marion Plaza. 751-4072 or online at facebook.com/replaysmarion.
Nerd Overload is sponsored in part by Creative Foundations.
Hi, my name is Robert.
Hi, my name is Amber.
Hi, my name is Jessica.
I'm Jimmy, and I work at Crave Foundations.
The store that employs people with developmental disabilities.
We have 4 locations.
Delaware, Mount Vernon, Marysville, and Urbana.
Our website is creativefoundations.org.
Find us on Facebook.
That was Pinball Wizard by The Who. Great song. Thank you for joining us. We're back. Nerd Overload, that's what you're listening to.
It's a show.
It's
It's on
show.
right now.
Yep. We're going to get into a little bit of the news. Have you guys heard about this Aquaman movie that's going to be coming out here?
No, tell me more.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Is there something new?
They actually finally attached a director to it. A guy named James Wan. He's a relatively new director. He did the first Saw movie.
Huh.
The
And
first 2, didn't he?
he did a short film
Oh,
and then
okay.
did the movie based on it. And most recently, he did the Furious 7, the most recent in the Fast and Furious franchise. But I think he's a good director. I think he's really good at action. It would be a different style of movie.
But is he good at aquatic-based action?
Yeah, Well, you know how he moves slower and underwater. It's like all slow motion.
I don't know,
like
man. I've
extra
seen
slow.
some fish move pretty quick.
True.
I mean, an Aquaman being a fish man.
Yeah. But yeah, he's been he's been attached to the Aquaman movie and a Robotech live action film, which I had no idea was going to be a thing.
I heard rumors rumbling that there was going to be a Robotech movie.
Yeah.
But I'm much like most live action anime films, especially American adaptations, I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to pass it off to the side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if anime is the next thing that
That
starts
they start
getting mined.
adapting. Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot, they're doing that Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
With ScarJo.
ScarJo.
and they've been trying to do Akira forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've been trying to do an Evangelion forever.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Pacific Rim was very close to like giant robot anime kind of movie. So
Yeah,
I mean,
kinda.
and it kind of worked. So
I enjoyed it.
Oh, I enjoyed it a
I mean,
lot.
it's not a a setting stone for film or anything, but it was really enjoyable.
Mhm.
I got what I paid for.
Yep. The movie was a proof in concept that something like that can work and that people will
this
go
is
to
true.
see it. So
This
I
is
think
true.
you're going to see the floodgates open with that, definitely.
But I'll give Aqua Dudes a little bit of money.
Oh, sure. And you know what? Actually, this actually makes me feel a little better about the Aquaman movie because Furious 7 as kind of, I don't want to say dumb because, there are a lot of people that are way into like the Fast and Furious franchise. Car movies are not for me, but Furious 7 was not really a car movie.
Yeah,
it was more of a fun heist movie.
Yeah, they've
thing.
been getting farther and farther away from the
Yeah.
whole car center part of it.
Yeah, and I mean, the movie, it was fun. It was definitely fun, and I think fun is what the DC live-action movies need.
Yeah.
Here's hoping Suicide Squad.
Here's hoping. Yeah, fingers crossed.
So, speaking of other movies, and The Rock being in them, they're rebooting Big Trouble in Little China.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't think it needs to
It
be done.
No,
Yeah.
it definitely doesn't.
No,
need
the
one.
movie's perfect as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I am filled with love for The Rock, but hatred for reboots.
Yeah, we should say The Rock has been cast as Jack Burton, the
Kurt Russell character.
Yeah,
Kurt Russell character. Yeah, I don't want to say he's the main character. I mean, he's the main focus, but he's not the hero of the movie. You know?
No.
Because that was the fun of Big Trouble in Little China. That Jack Burton, while he was the main focus, he was basically the sidekick.
For the most part.
He thought he was the hero, but he was the sidekick for almost the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, he has moments where he shines, but as a whole, not really. He's very comedic.
Yeah.
He's thrust into a world he does not understand,
Mm-hmm.
and he does not deal with it well.
He does not. No, he's like willfully ignorant of everything around him.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I love it. It's like one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah, and if they have to make a remake to Big Trouble, they could do a lot worse than The Rock. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel
Yeah,
about it.
I mean, he knows how to have fun in a role.
He does, and I think he'll get the big dumb action kind of stuff.
Yeah, I kind of hope it plays like to the same formula because it'd be kind of fun
Sure.
to see him not be super heroic
Yeah,
because he is so big and so.
yeah. I think if we get The Rock akin to like his roles in like the Tooth Fairy or like some of the more comedic, like less like actiony.
Oh yeah, what was
Style.
that? What was that one movie he did?
Are you talking about the one with the football player and the kid?
No,
Oh.
Crap, I can't remember. Standing Tall, maybe?
No, that was a very serious action
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
What was that Richard Kelly movie he did? That was a huge bomb.
The one about the bodybuilders that stole things.
No. It's by the guy that did...
Southland Tales.
Yeah, Southland
That's
Tales.
it. Southland Tales. That was a good one, and he was good in that
Yeah.
too.
I like that movie. I know it didn't do very well, but I
did
thought it was
terribly,
really
but
good.
Yeah, I did. Like
It was
that
so
one quite a bit.
weird that I loved it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Tooth Fairy was weird.
Yeah,
It was almost like when Vin Diesel was in that Pacifier movie, kind of.
yeah. Well, you know what? All action movies they have to have one or two like kid friendly things. Well, look at Hulk Hogan,
Oh yeah,
Suburban Commando,
Yeah.
and Mr. Nanny.
yeah.
Oh, and we can't forget Santa with muscles. Never forget.
I never can.
Well, like Jingle All the Way.
I kind of like
Yeah.
Jingle.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I love Jingle All the
Well,
Way. That's a great one.
Schwarzenegger had some great kid films. You had Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
and
It's not a tumor.
Take your toy back to the carpet.
Who is your daddy?
What does he
does
do? I could do that all day.
Last Action Hero was kind of a
I
kid's
love
movie,
Last
too.
Action Hero.
That was
It's
a good
great.
one. I like going.
Plus, it's making fun of
Oh,
everything.
yeah. Last
Yeah.
Action Hero is a great movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's equally a spoof of action films while also being an action film.
It's very meta.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not thrilled of the remake because again, it goes back to my old adage of I feel like Hollywood has no original ideas anymore. Everything is a reboot, a remake, or a reimagining.
Yeah. Well, they just go with what works. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's not that they don't have ideas, it's that they don't have the balls to pursue
they're-
a new idea.
Yeah,
They
they're
all-
scared of it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all want to. Yeah, they all want to play it safe, and they want to go for things that is guaranteed to make money.
So a comic book movie or some stupid movie based on some stupid book.
Sure.
Some dumb words book.
I like reading, and I like, film adaptations of most novels. I'm talking more like, the crap that's crap.
Like
Nice.
like the Twilights and the Divergents and the
And the 50 Shades of whatever.
yeah.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Another one is coming out.
I didn't think the first one made any money.
Yeah, another Maze Runner is coming out.
Why would they do that?
Every semi Hunger Games knockoff movie that they've put out hasn't done as well as Hunger Games.
Yeah.
No, and the fact, these movies are getting sequels, yet the Golden Compass can't get a sequel to finish out the trilogy.
Yeah, right.
Those are good books, too.
Or the Narnia movies just kind of petered out before they were done, too.
Yeah, they did 3?
Yeah, and those were pretty good, too.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
How many books are in that series?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, for it's kind of like Lord of the Rings for kids, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They can't match that Hunger Games appeal.
Hunger Games dough.
Yeah, Hunger Games is really good. All the movies have been really good. I thought the last one was the best one yet, although none of the critics felt that way.
Yeah, it was the one that kind of got the furthest away from the formula,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the last book gets away.
Yeah.
It's less about being in the games versus
War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the war. Yeah, the war with the capital.
Yeah, and Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, President Snow.
Yeah,
Snoo.
the war against that teacher from Animal House.
Or
24's dad. That's right. I just called Kiefer Sutherland 24.
24.
Yeah.
No, he's 23.
Yeah, I call Kiefer Sutherland 24 like I call Bruce Willis Die Hard.
Die Hard.
In that movie, he is Die Hard.
Yeah.
Remember that scene where Die Hard had to walk over that glass?
Remember when he put that note on that guy and said, "I have a machine gun, ho ho ho."
Remember when Die Hard said, "Yippee-ki-yay,
Mr. Falcon.
Mr.
Yeah,
Falcon"?
Mr.
That's
Falcon.
It. Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Yeah, that's it.
But no, a little kind of off topic. You see, The Rock has been tapped to do a voice in a Disney film. It's It's their first. Well, not necessarily their first, but they're going to be their newest Disney princess film.
And The Rock's going to be the Disney princess?
No. I wish.
Princess Muscles?
Muscles princess,
Muscle
like an Adventure
Princess,
Time.
Lexina?
No, it's based on.
Do you smell what my talking woodland creature sidekicks are cooking?
It's bacon.
All right, go ahead.
But no, it's based on Pacific Islander folklore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, and he's going to voice some kind of mystical creature thing, which is
cool.
great because he is Pacific Islander. He's a Samoan.
Yeah.
And I think it'll do. And I'm just excited for it because I'm kind of tired of white Anglo-Saxon princesses.
Yeah.
We haven't had too many princesses of color.
Yeah.
We've had 3.
Yeah.
Mulan, Pocahontas, and
Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine.
Jasmine. And
Tiana
from Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Did you see they're doing an animated series for Tangled?
Yeah, and they're getting the actual Mandy Moore and what's-his-face back.
Zachary Levi.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, hopefully go more of a Disney adventure show route than a Disney princess show for babies route.
Yeah.
I remember really liking the Aladdin animated series.
That was really good.
Yeah.
You know, Dan Castellaneta was the voice of Genie in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a really good Robin Williams.
Honestly, the only Aladdin thing that has Robin Williams in it is the first Aladdin film.
And the third.
And the third?
Came back for the third.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's weird that he would do that.
I knew he didn't come back for the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because he didn't want his voice used in promotion.
Yeah, I remember. It was in his.
Ahead and did that.
Yeah, it was in his contract, and it ticked him off.
Yeah.
I do remember reading that.
Yeah.
But that's movies.
That's movies.
That's movies. Yeah.
Movies.
All right, well, let's go on to some comic news, and these are both DC things, and they're both things I'm going to kind of complain about. DC, well, for one thing, they announced their next...
Here comes the complaint train.
Here we go. All aboard. Coming down the track. This week they announced the next big, massive crossover event that DC is going to be putting out, Dark Side Wars, or the Dark Side War or whatever, and it's going to be like Darkseid, the one big galactic supervillain, versus the Anti-Monitor, another giant super galactic supervillain.
They're both basically godlike beings.
Yeah. Well, at least now they're having they're having bad guys fight.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I guess they're fighting each other now, which is kind of dumb. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just another big crossover event that I'm not going to get.
Like Convergence?
Well, you know what? The last couple of crossover events, I haven't put the money into.
I said the only one you bought from Convergence was the Ambush Bug.
Yeah.
Because you love Ambush Bug.
I like that. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I just get tired of crossovers and, line-wide big things,
It's becoming a very regular trend.
Yeah.
It's hard to get excited when they're back-to-back.
Now you got to buy a whole bunch of books that you wouldn't normally have bought so you can get 3 lines of dialogue from a character that you like.
And, if they did that every once in a while, that's one thing, but it's like one right after the other.
I know,
right?
Yeah.
It's been nonstop since Identity Crisis for DC.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back when we worked at the shop, so that must have been at least 9 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was like early 2000s. That's like 2004.
And the problem is people keep buying them because the collector mentality gets the better of people. And DC says, oh, look, we're making all this money from event books. We're just going to keep putting out event books until they stop making money.
Well, guess what, DC? You still not making as much as Marvel does.
Yeah, right. Well, Marvel's guilty of it, too.
I know. The Secret War is killing me.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't going to collect all of the Secret War, but then there's, like, all these tie-ins, and I'm like, cripes.
Yeah, I'm getting serious event fatigue.
I am. I'm burned out.
And again, I don't buy them. You know what? I haven't bought a DC event since Blackest Night, which was with Green Lantern, and that's because it's Green Lantern.
Yeah, and it was a good event.
It was decent enough. And Marvel, I don't think I've bought into an event with Marvel because I'm just so burnt out.
I think the last event I got would have been...
Was it Planet Hulk?
No, Civil War.
Civil War? Okay. Yeah, I've been 10 years of this, and I'm just... It's not going to keep me from buying the books that I want to buy, but I'm not. I'm not going to, and I haven't gone out and bought.
It's almost easier just to buy the trades when they come out.
Sure, absolutely, yeah, because you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
We'll look at DC's Final Crisis. Half of Final Crisis happened in other books that you wouldn't normally know unless you got the trade, and they put in the issues that needed to be fit in.
Yeah,
like between issues 6 and 7, there was a 2-part series, Superman in 3D. Which is essential to the story, but wasn't part of the actual story. Like, if you just read 6 to 7, you have no idea what's going on between the 2 issues.
God.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And that's bad. And that's bad.
Well, that's like in Civil War, the Runaways had their own little thing, and I bought those trades, and I was like sitting there, and I was reading it, and I was like, how does this fit in?
Yeah.
It really doesn't fit in.
You know what? Give me that's why I gravitate more towards ancillary characters like Squirrel Girl and Howard the Duck.
Well, those books are good.
They're really good, and 2, the more fringe the character is, the less likely they are to have a tie-in to the major event. So your book isn't interrupted by an event title, and 2, you don't miss anything between one issue and the next.
Yeah, that's why I like Spider-Gwen, because she's off in her own little dimension.
Yeah, exactly.
Though I think she'll probably get pulled in.
Oh, probably.
I'll bet they pull Squirrel Girl in eventually, because it keeps getting bigger.
It does keep getting bigger, but yeah.
I mean, they pulled Kamala in.
Yeah, from Ms. Marvel.
And she was essentially a Spider-Man there, or kind of a young Spider-Man kind of S character there for a minute.
Kind of, yeah.
She was doing a lot of crossovers with people. Heck, she even crossed over into the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comic.
Yeah.
For an issue.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's just event fatigue. I'm getting kind of burnt out on that. But
I just want just put out the books with the stories.
Yeah.
Just kind of get back to that.
Yeah. I mean, look at what Valiant's doing. They're putting out. I mean, they have event every once in a great while, but not to the level of
Oh yeah.
DC and Marvel. Image, every line is a different universe. It's its own self-contained thing. And I mean, look, and even Archie. I mean, until they have like Crisis of Infinite Archies or whatever, the Jughead and the anti-Jughead fight over like the cosmic cheeseburger or something. I don't know. But
Zombie Archie meets regular Archie.
Yeah, right.
Gets saved by
Captain Trueheart, the superhero Archie. That's a thing.
Yeah, and then the Predator shows up.
For whatever reason. Yeah, but I don't know. And speaking of complaining about things about DC, all of their new number ones, which are launching, which is another thing I'm tired of, is new number ones. It's killing the aftermarket sale.
Yeah.
And it makes categorizing comics really difficult when you reboot a title halfway through the series. All their new number ones are going to have ads halfway up the page, they're going to have comic panels on the top half and ads on the bottom half, so cutting out even more content. It drives me nuts.
One, it's ugly as sin.
It's super ugly.
Yeah, it looks real bad.
As a person who's had page layout, design stuff before, it's awful. I hate it.
Yeah.
It makes me twitch.
It's really bad. It's really distracting. And I mean, they're for Twix of all things.
Yeah.
Twix. One page. It's like in the middle of the book.
Yeah.
One page is the left Twix, and the other page is the right Twix.
And they're both Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really distracting. It's really bad. And I mean, we've gone from 26 pages to 22 pages down to 16, and at least 4 of them right now are ads.
And the prices keep going up.
And I mean, and then they're going to cut out in the middle of pages. And I mean, if it works, they're going to keep doing it. And we're paying like $2.99, $3.99 for this stuff, and basically buying a book full of ads with like 2 pages of content.
Yeah, eventually you're going to get a catalog with one panel inside.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I understand wanting to advertise. That's fine. Put on the inside cover. Put it on the inside of the back cover. Maybe a piece in the middle. That's all you need.
Preferably make it for Hostess fruit pies and have your superhero in the ad.
Those are the best. Those fruit pie ads are the best, man.
I want some Lex Luthor stealing pies.
Oh, yeah. 40 cakes.
40 cakes.
And that's terrible.
Look that up if you're wondering what that... Yeah, go on the internet. Type in Lex Luthor 40 cakes. Yeah. You'll know exactly what it is.
Get schooled in a reference.
Yeah. But, just not happy with it. But whatever.
Stupid DC and their stupid capitalism.
They just keep... It's like they keep getting presented with 2 options, and every single time they pick the wrong
they pick
one.
the bad one.
I feel like the Templar Knight from the Last Crusade needs to come up and go like, you have chosen wrong.
Chosen poorly.
Chosen poorly. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like they keep rolling their D20 for good decisions and coming up with a 1.
1 critical missing.
Yeah.
Everything comes up Millhouse.
Everything is coming up Millhouse for DC Comics.
Ay.
Okay.
Speaking of things that don't suck, so the Lego Dimensions is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh man, they keep adding more IPs to it. It's great.
It's nuts. In case you don't remember or you don't know what Lego Dimensions is, it's a Lego game that's the Toys to Life thing, like Skylanders, Disney Infinity, and Amiibo, where you buy these little kits and with the core game, and you can unlock different things and play in different Marvel will be a part of it, but
actually, will it?
I don't know.
Marvel won't be. DC is, but Marvel probably will not because Marvel has Marvel Infinity.
Yeah,
Disney
Marvel.
Yeah. Okay, sorry,
Infinity.
Scratch that. Marvel will not be a part of it. That was just a slip up on my part. But you get all these different IPs you can play with in these little worlds and possibly story adventure. They haven't really even said what you're doing. I mean, there is a core story to the game.
Sure, but I mean, it's just a sandbox. You just do whatever.
And, you build with Legos.
Yeah, they announced
Doctor Who.
I mean, we had Back to the Future stuff that's popped up.
Wizard of Oz, Portal.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. They put Ghostbusters in.
Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. More Lego movie stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fine.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shoot, the core set has Wild Style from the Lego movie in it. And I mean, this is basic. This is probably the closest thing to, like, Lego movie, the game we're going to get. You know?
Aside from the Lego movie game.
Yeah.
Well, I can almost see this being like backdoor Lego Movie 2, the game, kind of.
Maybe. But in a new trailer, they also showed where the different like vehicle sets you can get, you can rebuild that vehicle 3 different times, and the game will recognize it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it actually, the standee has a camera at the top, and it's built, the camera is designed to recognize the different shapes of the different vehicles.
Huh.
So, and it's the same thing with the Lego people. Like, you can put, like, a walkie-talkie or, like, a sword or something in, like, Doc Brown's hand, and it will recognize that there is a identified object in his hand. So when you put it into the game, Doc Brown will have his walkie-talkie or his sword or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, the technology is getting ridiculous, and it's freaking Legos.
Yeah. Of all things, it's Legos that has come up with this. It's great. Can you imagine a couple years down the road where you're going to have like actual action figures that you can put like directly into your game by just scanning it?
That'd be amazing. That'll be amazing.
Yeah. That was stuff that like Kinect was supposed to do. Remember that back in when they had the real footage of stuff you could do with it, and like somebody holds up a skateboard and then there's skateboards in the game. Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah, but this is the beginning of it.
Oh, I know, and it's crazy, and the fact that it's the Lego franchise is doing this, which I mean they have the power. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean they definitely stick their tongue out at the other groups. Oh, you got your little statues? Well, we've got Lego everything.
Yeah, you can actually play with these outside of the game and have it be fun.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, they're all officially they're all Lego pieces.
Because that's what gets me the most about Disney Infinity and Skylander and stuff. The toys themselves, they're not fun outside of the game. It's just a hunk of plastic outside of the game.
Yeah, right.
They're not articulated at all.
Mm-hmm.
They literally don't do anything.
Yeah.
Which is, it really doesn't bug me that much. I mean, the collector in me, it's like it sits on my shelf anyway.
Right.
But as far as marketing toward children and stuff,
oh sure.
I mean, you're getting a toy with your game. I mean, they're definitely doing. They're going all out with this.
Yeah. There's a new Disney thing that I forget what it's called, but it's like wearable toys.
Really?
That scan into games.
Oh, that's wild.
Weird.
Yeah, I should have looked it up before the show, but I forget what it was, like Platonic or something. No, that's the people making ukulele.
Ah, yeah.
I forget what it was called. Maybe we'll talk about it next time.
Yeah, there we go.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
But no, I'm interested. It kills me though the fact that the core Lego Dimension set is $100.
Yeah.
But it does come out in September, so in theory you could pre-order it and pay it off in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stinks that it's that expensive, and I'm like, I'm not going to buy this, and then all this stuff has come out, and I'm like,
I might buy it.
Probably going to have to buy this.
Yeah. Especially since it's got Back to the Future and Doctor Who in it. I'm already losing my stupid mind.
There's a little K9 figure you can build.
Oh, shut up. Stop it.
I want it.
Affirmative. But in other big, huge gaming news, Bethesda has released the Fallout 4 trailer. It has been a while since a Fallout game has come out.
Like 7 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been almost a
3
decade.
Came out.
It's been New Vegas.
I think it was 7 years for 3. New Vegas was sooner, but New Vegas was almost an expansion.
Yeah, it should have been a DLC for 3, honestly. Yeah. But anyway, they're both good games.
Yeah.
But in case you don't know what Fallout is, it's a weird post-apocalyptic adventure game, open world, where you're basically running around the irradiated waste of America, fighting mutants, leftover soldiers, and new civilizations.
It's honestly one of my favorite franchises. I love Fallout.
Oh, no, it's great.
Yeah, I played 3 to death. Like, maxed out my character, and I usually don't do that with any game. I usually get bored and move on before.
Yeah. But no, it looks like it's going to be set in Boston. There's some shots of DC in the trailer, so I don't know if we're going back to DC, because in Fallout 3, you went into DC and did some things. It was kind of set in that general area. And it looks like maybe flashbacks of like how the world became the way it is.
Yeah, it'll either take place way earlier in the timeline, or there's flashbacks or something.
Yeah, it's different. Of course, you had some opinions on it too.
I think the graphics look bad. At least the character graphics.
Yeah, the environment looks amazing.
Yeah, but it looks like they plopped in the same characters from Fallout 3 and didn't do anything else.
And you know what? Maybe they did just for that trailer. They wanted to show off the landscapes and announce the game before they finished the...
Yeah, they've already been working on the game for like 4 years at this point. Like,
I don't know. I'm totally out of the loop on this Fallout stuff. So
they started working on it as soon as they shipped Skyrim, which was a long time ago, at least 4 years.
Yeah, Skyrim was their last big sandboxy kind of adventure game.
It's just they can't make character models that are good looking.
No, it's never been. They've never had good character models in Bethesda.
And like you'd think now that we're moving on, it's next gen. They've got all this
processing power
to work with. Maybe they could hire an animator that could animate a person that didn't look like a robot.
Well, there's robots too.
Yeah, and the robots look great, and they move like robots. It's fantastic, but the people look not good. There's a scene where they're all running up a hill to get to the vault or whatever, and they all have the exact same running animation.
honestly, Bethesda is kind of infamous for lazy.
Yeah, it's the same janky running animation that they had in the last game.
Well, look at Skyrim. Half the characters are all the same models.
Yeah.
2/3 of them have the same voice.
And if you look at something like The Witcher that doesn't do that, it's like, well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to use that crutch of, oh, it's an open world, so, you know, we can't put time into that. It's like, you can. They did with The Witcher. It looks good.
But no, it'll still be a good game.
Oh, yeah. I'll be excited to play it when it comes out. It's just kind of disappointing that they're making the same mistakes again.
Well, who knows? Maybe that footage in that trailer is not quite final product. I mean, we still got a little bit of time down the road. I know they've been working on it for 4 years, but we don't know what the current version looks like.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if at E3 they go, it'll be out in 2 months.
Well, there's that too.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it goes.
E3 is coming up soon.
Couple weeks, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'll bet it comes out a lot sooner than you think.
Possible. I mean, it could be. I mean, it's kind of crazy that they've kept it very hush-hush. I mean, there have been rumblings on the internet about it.
There was rumor posts from a long time ago that it turned out to be true.
Yeah, it's in Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
And the main character talks.
Really?
Which is something that
that's right.
They
They did do that in the trailer, didn't they?
Yeah.
Talks to his dog.
Which is great because I hate that when
the silent protagonist.
Yeah, you make dialogue choices and then you just go straight to the person reacting. It's like, I'd like to hear the whole conversation.
Speaking of conversations, thank you for listening to ours. You have been listening to Nerd Overload. Thank you again. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can find us at Facebook at Nerd Overload website.
Facebook.com/Nerd
Overload website.
And we're on Twitter at Nerd_Overload.
And you can email us any questions or comments, topic ideas, staff@nerdoverload.com.
No more donuts because you all blew it.
You blew it. You waited too long.
Blew it.
Your donuts are gone.
That's what happens.
Thanks a lot. Be sure to tune in next week.
This show was sponsored in part by Replays, Gameware, Movies, and More, and Creative Foundations.